What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully each and every one of you guys are having a great and amazing day. Right now I'm actually about to take the car, go get it washed. It's filthy right now. It's just been sitting. I got new tires sitting in the garage right now with new springs, so we're going with a 315 setup, 315 50 17s to be exact, with some GT 350 springs. I also got spacers just in case it's still rubbing. So the tires, the car wash, that's nothing to do with today's video, but we do have something important to announce. We have partnered with Ortiz Performance and went with PCM tech. Pretty much whole new interface for the car. Let me just show you. So right here, this is our new unit. This is called an Avid. It stands for Advanced Vehicle Interface Device, I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I believe it to be. It's been a minute since we started it. Anyhow, now that it's started, it turns on automatically when the car starts, as long as there's enough battery power or enough voltage. Anyhow, the most impressive thing, in my opinion, for this Avid device is going to be the gauges, as far as the device itself, but the things that it can do within the car is absolutely amazing. These gauges are beautiful. Let me go ahead and show you those. So because it's a Roush, I'm able to display the boost right here in the center because it is a map car. I got my IAT2s up here, regular IATs here, AFR bank 1, bank 2, spark advance, fuel pressure, any information that you might potentially want to monitor with your eyes, you can set up there, which is absolutely amazing. The other things that we can do with this thing, obviously you could take data logs, which is simple, but you could do single gauge, 4-pack, 12-pack, so there's a lot that you can monitor. Let's go back to the gauge. It takes a minute to load, but you simply start record. That simple. Edit your gauges, all the different options. Change unit, so spark, ECT, RPM, gear, IAT, IAT2s, knock, literally all the different monitors that you can put on your gauge. To make it simple, anytime that you want to go back to the main menu, you simply click the Avid in the top left corner. To flash, you simply press flash, and then you're going to go through different menus here and find your file. Here's the multi-tune. Let's see. So we're going to go Ortiz Performance, naturally. And then we're going to import it, Roush multi-tune. So that's simple. We're just going to flash that on, which is already flashed to that. To send your logs, you simply press sync, send the logs, and go through it, select. Then it's going to come up with all the different data logs that you've taken, and it automatically sends it to your tuner, similar to what the TVN would do, but obviously this is connected to your Wi-Fi. So hotspot, whatever, you just select whatever once you want to send it, and then you press sync. Arc sync, which is pretty much going to send all of your information over to your tuner, get your new files back. So if you send you a revision, you're going to arc it, and then I don't know what that is, but anyhow, you see Ortiz gas. You can simply click diagnostics, check your codes, see generator current sensor low. I literally always have that code. Clear DTCs, that code is now gone. If anybody knows anything about that code, please drop a comment in the comment section below. I've been trying to figure out that issue since I've had the car. Now here's the crazy part about being on PCM tech. So not only is the Avid device pretty damn cool, but It's also connected to PCM tech, as I mentioned earlier. PCM tech means that I can pretty much change the tune on the fly, so I can set my ethanol percentage. I can change my tune, so I could go from a normal tune to one that has a burble tune to maybe a ghost cam on the fly, which is pretty impressive. Not only that, you can have rolling anti-lag, which is pretty neat. I haven't really tested it out too much, but I hear it's pretty fun to play with. I don't know how it's going to work on a boosted car, but we're going to find that out. The other thing that you can do is launch control with it. So I can simply set my whatever I want to launch at, and it's going to hold the RPMs kind of like a trans brake would, I guess, and it's just going to take off. To activate your multi-tune, you're simply going to press the cancel button on the steering wheel, and you can see the RPM gauges switched over to 1. Now if I want to go to 2, now I have a burble tune. Now if I go to 3, let me crack the window. Now I'm at ghost cam. Can you hear the idle difference? And you can do this while the car is off as well. You simply turn on your cruise control. So if it's off, it's not going to work. But if you turn it on, then press cancel, you can switch your tunes on the fly. Let's get this thing started again. Because it has actual cams. I don't need that ghost cam. So again, tune 1, tune 2, and let's get out in here. That's the ghost cam. It's not 100% dialed in, but you can tell the difference. Now, simply going to come in and press cancel, and you can hear it's idling normal again. With that being said, let's go ahead and go for a drive. I'm going to show you the different things that it can do. I'm going to show you how to initiate launch control. I'm going to show you how to change the launch control settings. I'm going to show you the burble tune, and you've already seen the ghost cam tune, but I'm going to get some more footage of that in a little bit. So my first tune actually has the rolling anti-lag on it. So to set that, you're going to press cancel, set, negative, and then you see what the RPM goes to, and that's essentially what your rolling anti-lag is. Set it at 4,000 for right now, and we'll test it out in a bit. Okay. So right now I'm going to show you kind of what the burble tune will do. Example here in just a second. Gonna get some shots from the outside of the car later on tonight, kind of like a drive-by, and we're gonna get that outside perspective so you can hear what it would sound like on the outside of the car, and we'll go from there. What we're going to do is test out the rolling anti-lag. So essentially all you have to do when you're in the correct tune, you're just going to hold the off button. And it holds the RPM that you have it set at. Works really fucking great. Just a little side note, that's the first time I've actually attempted to do it while actually going wide open throttle and actually taking off before I just let go of the button. And it kind of surprised me because it just took off. Usually I don't spin from that low of RPM, but I was in 4th gear at 4,000 RPM and just blew the tires off. It really surprised me. Obviously I do need new tires, which I am getting installed tomorrow. So that should help. Once we get those installed, we'll try that again, but that kind of scared me. Okay, so this is actually, well, it's cam, obviously, so you can hear that it's cam. It's chopping a little. So this is without ghost cam. Okay, now, this is how the ghost cam is supposed to sound. A little bit of a difference. Obviously it's not 100% dialed in, but it does sound good. It's idling a little too low and it does turn off occasionally like it just did, but we're gonna get that dialed in. Well, now that we got all the recording done and the car cleaned, I gotta admit, PCM tech is pretty badass. You can swap your tunes on the fly. You can enable burble, you can enable ghost cap, whatever you want realistically you could get done with the PCM tech. Also, there's a lot more support as far as tuning goes, and your tuner's going to have a lot easier of a time tuning your car with the Avid paired with PCM tech. I 100% recommend it. Ortiz Performance did a great job. The first Roush ever to be on PCM tech is sitting right here, and I couldn't be happier. Great job by him. 100% recommend looking into him if you haven't already. With that being said, loading tunes onto the car. I didn't really get into that during the video, but literally, opposed to waiting to 6 to 10 minutes with N-Gage or your HP tuners through TDN or whatever, which literally takes 6 to 10 minutes, it's a minute and a half with the Avid. So much quicker, so much easier to use. Connect it to your hotspot, connect it to your home Wi-Fi, whatever you have to do, and it's going to be very, very simple for you. It looks a lot better than an N-Gage. You don't even get a screen with HP tuners with your RTD. And with that being said, guys, if you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. Until next time, I'm out.